Okay, so last step for this character development is the actual hair that we need to do. So we need to finish off the hair for the character, and then we'll get into applying some material. So as you can see, the hair is done. Okay, so that's basically what the hair will look like, more or less. So hair does take quite a while to actually do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you just the basics and just the tools that you can use to create the hair. Okay, so I'm quickly going to delete all of that. Okay, so basically how you would create the hair, if I just undo that quickly, as you can see that this over here, that's a separate piece, this as well, that's a separate piece, that's a separate piece. Okay, and then obviously this one is a separate piece. Okay, so basically when it comes to creating hair, you can basically do anything you want because hair overlaps, and yeah, it overlaps. There's no shape to hair actually. Like they can have any shape that they want. So basically creating it in like different pieces like this. Okay, if I just undo the movement quickly, you can see we get a nice layered style to this hair. So if all of this was the same color, okay, we can see how nice that looks. Okay, so like I said, what I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you the basic tools that you can use to create the hair. So I'm just going to push that just off to the side, and let me actually let me actually do this. I'm going to select that, right click and hide selection. I'll hide that. Okay, so what you will basically use, if you go to your create panel and you go to shapes and you get your line tool. So this is basically what you're going to be creating the hair with. You're going to physically draw out the hair. So this line tool you can think of like your pen tool in Photoshop or Illustrator. Okay, it's basically like the pen tool. So if I can select my line tool, I'm going to go to my front view and I can hit F3 on my keyboard, and what I can do is, so I want to go and create the fringe. So I'm going to click, and as you can see I can now click and make a few points. Okay, so I'll make something like that. Okay, so I'm just doing this really quickly. I'll close that spline. Okay, then I'll go to my modify panel and I can go to vertex mode, and should I need to I can go and do some adjustments on this if I need to. Okay, let me push that up a little bit. Okay, so just getting the overall shape that you want. Okay, then the next thing that we need to do is we need to go and connect these together. So there's a couple of different ways which you can do that. If I just hit F3 again, you can see here I have my shape, so I can actually push this to the front as well. Okay, I might go to my left view, maybe push that to more or less there. Okay, and we first want to get the shape, so I'll go back to vertex mode, and then I can actually go select a few of these points, go to my left view, and I can pull this back. Okay, so this is more or less the same way we created the eye. Okay, so you create the geometry and then you just slowly go and push it back just to shape it around the head. So I'm just going to do this really quickly. Okay, because like I said at the beginning, hair takes quite a long time to do. Okay, especially if you want to get it 100% right. Take this, push that in a little bit. Okay, so something like that, more or less. Okay, so now what we can do is, if we select that, we can go to our modify panel and apply a surface material to this, and just find it. There we go, surface. Okay, and I can push up the threshold. Why is it not working? I need to connect these ones together first. Okay, yeah, I need to go and connect these ones before I apply that surface. So we'll go select vertex mode. Okay, and you'll see here we have refine. So I want to go click on refine, or click on connect first. Okay, and then linear, and then I can hit refine. Then what I can do is now I can go okay, let me just undo that. Let me select that. So if you get this dialog box, you want to do not show this message again and connect only. Okay, so I can select that one and then select that one and right click. Okay, left click on this one. I need to right click and I can go refine connect. Select that one, left click on that one, and then right click, and it'll create the line. Left click, right click first, and then refine connect. Left click, and then right click, just to create that line. And then refine connect, left click, and right click. And I'll do the same over here. So right click, refine connect, select that one, and right click. Okay, and then what I could do is I can go refine connect again, select that one, and right click. Or maybe let's hold on with that one for now. Let's see if we can go apply that surface material now. There we go. Okay, so now that we have the surface material applied, so we're going to right click, convert that into an editable poly. And that just created a whole bunch of lines which I didn't want. Okay, I don't know why it created all of that lines in there now. I really do not want them, so I'm just going to quickly go delete them. So double clicking a line and control backspace. It's important to hit control backspace. Okay, so I'll just quickly go and delete all of that. So I'll pause the video. Okay, so now that I have all of that deleted, now all that's left to do is, like you should know by now, is to just go and shape the vertices. So all I'm doing now is selecting the vertices and then just shape them on how I want the hair to flow. Okay, so it did actually create in a few extra segments in here, which I'm actually gonna use. But if you don't need them, you can just go double click on it, control backspace. I think I might actually get rid of a few. Don't want to have too much. Let's actually do that. Okay, so you just go and you just start to shape select the points, bring this a little bit forward, bring this forward. Okay, just so it's not pulling through or going into the head actually. Okay, so just going and shaping that. Take this, maybe push that down, take these ones, push them down, etc, etc. Okay, So from here, what you can do is edge mode. Okay, you can select a few of these edges and then shift click and drag that back, and then again go to vertex mode and just shape that. Take that, push it into the head, take that, push it into the head, push it into the head. Okay, so that's basically what you want to do. Take these ones on top and shift click and drag that down. I'm going to go to vertex mode, right click and target weld that one to that one, and then just take this and just push it in, push it back. Okay, and then you'll do the same on that side, and then again vertex for vertex, just go and adjust as you can. Select this one of these vertices, click on soft selection just to bring a few of them up. Okay, maybe take this one and push that in. Okay, so something like that. I might even go edge mode, shift click on that one and connect, add one segment in there, and then I can go again vertex mode and I can go and shape this a little bit better. Okay, so that's basically how you would form the shape of the hair. Okay, so you'll do the same on this side over here. So for example, if I go again to my left view, line tool, or in F3, okay, and now I'll create the back side of the hair. Okay, so this can actually go inside of that one. Okay, follow along the ear. Okay, so something like that. Okay, and then I can go push it off to this side. Modify panel, vertex mode, and then again I need to go and shape this, so I have to pull a lot of these over, so I can go to my front view, hit F3, take these ones maybe to the middle. Okay, select all of that and then just shape that around the head. Okay, so I want to go more or less to the center because we're going to apply symmetry to this once we're done. Okay, so it's all just a matter of just getting the basic shape with the line tool. Okay, just getting that basic shape done, and then once we have that, this we also need to go and push to the center. Okay, that's going inside of there, so it's not such a big deal. Okay, just getting the basic shape, and then we'll go to refine. There we go. So click on connect, linear, refine, and then let's see if we go to my left view, I can hit F3, and you can start at a point. So for example, I can go from there to there and right click, then right click and go refine connect, and then go from here and I'll create a new one over there, right click. Okay, select that one, right click and refine connect again quickly. There we go. Okay, so I'll go up there, same with this one, refine connect, select that one, right click, and you just want to go and just get all of these lines, the linear lines, that's why we clicked on linear, just get that done. And then again, once you have all of that finished, you can just go and apply the surface modifier to that. Okay, so I only have one completed, so I need to go and connect all of that together. So let me quickly go and do that. Okay, and I actually think that should be good enough. Let's test it quickly. Let's see if we can apply that surface material. Okay, I still need to connect up a few, so let's go and do that. So right click, refine connect. From this one, I'll make a new one, right click over there. Okay, let's see now. Okay, and I have that, so I'm not going to worry too much about the backside now. Okay, you get the idea of how this works, and I can now again go and maybe push this out just to work with it a little bit. Right click, convert that into an editable poly, and it keeps giving me a few of these lines, so just double click, control backspace. Okay, just to get rid of a few of those. Okay, and here is going to be quite tricky. Okay, because I didn't connect all of them properly at the beginning. Okay, so it's important to make sure that, if, for example, if I go, you see, I have all of these vertices in here that don't really go anywhere. So it's important when you create that entire shape with the line tool that you make enough points at the top so they can go and connect to the ones at the bottom. Okay, so it's very important. Otherwise, you're gonna have you're gonna have the same issue that I'm having now. But like I said, I am just running through this very quickly because hair takes a long time to do. So I'm just giving you the basic tools. So I'm just gonna select all the ones in there like that, and then get rid of that, and then I'll pause the video. Okay, there we go. Now I can just go back to vertex mode and then just do some shaping on that. Okay, so again, once you have that shape, I can go push that back into the head, go hit F3, vertex mode, and then I might activate soft select, and then slowly start to pull all of these shapes out. Okay, so you just go and you bring that out. Okay, go to F3. Okay, so I'm selecting them, pushing them out in the X, pushing it up in the Z, out in the X. Okay, so I'll just quickly pull this out. Okay, so I just went and just pulled that out a little bit. Okay, so again, if I did this like very properly, then all of these ones would be connected over here. So for example, I can go and do this manually as well. So I can just go shift click and drag it out. Okay, as you should know by now. You should know how to do this by now. Okay, you can shift click and drag all of this out and target weld all of these points together. Okay, but yeah, that's basically it. So you want to go and slowly start to shape this around and push some of these vertices into the hair, into the face a little bit, so it looks like the hair is actually growing out of the head. So just go and shape all of that. Okay, and then once you're done, I can go and apply turbo smooth to that, 3 iterations, isoline display, and then just basically see what it looks like, and then go back to editable poly, and I can maybe go turn that back on, and then with turbo smooth applied I can go and do some more shaping on this. Okay, so just so you can get the basic hair shape. Okay, so I might take these and push them out a little bit, so using the knowledge that you have now, maybe select all of these ones and connect, maybe add an extra segment in there, and maybe push that out and push that down a little bit, just to get like a nice layered look, so the hair looks like it's actually on that flowing and laying on another piece of the hair. Okay, so that's basically what you want to do when it comes to creating hair. Now if you want to create this long strands, so I'm going to show you how to do that real quick. So creating those long strands, all you would do is you just select this object. Okay, I'm just going to disable turbo smooth for right now, and you're going to go and select a few polygons. So for example, let's say I'll select those ones, and then you can go up to your freeform tools. Okay, and then you have something over here called branches. Okay, so what branches will do is the polygons that I have selected, I can now go and just click and drag out, and look what that'll do. Okay, I need to make sure that I have these polygons selected, and then with branches active I can hold down shift, sorry about that, hold down shift, and then I can actually drag out shapes like that. Okay, so whatever you have selected, okay, you can go apply activate turbo smooth if you want, just see what that'll look like. So holding down shift, and then whoa, okay, maybe let's get rid of turbo smooth for now, and then you can do that. So what you want to do is you can go down to poly draw, and then you can go mess around with these objects. So for example, angle, I can change that maybe to about 60. The taper amount I can change to about -4. Hit enter, and then if I go hold down shift and drag that out, we can see that it's not that pointy anymore. Okay, so hold down shift and just slowly drag out the shape that you want. So for example, something like that. Okay, which I think might be a little bit too much. And if we go activate turbo smooth, we can see what that looks like, and go to element mode. And I can go and relax that a little bit. Okay, and then again, it's all just a matter of taking these polygons and these vertices and shaping them. For example, I can select this polygon, hold down control, click on vertex mode, and then I can weld these points together. Okay, just to make like a pointy shape over there. And then again, you can go select a few of these vertices, activate that soft selection, and just go and move some of the hair. Okay, so there we go, and delete that. I'll right click and unhide all. There we go. Okay, so that is basically how this hair was created. Okay, so these strands on the side was used, so selecting the line tool, basically creating the shape. Okay, welded those vertices there at the bottom together, Then once I had that shape, okay, just selected that and just hit mirror. So you can go mirror and then make no clone and click OK. And then basically what it'll do, I want to make a clone, sorry. Mirror, make a copy, and then just click OK. And as you can see now you have a clone. And then all I did was I just welded these points together. Okay, so those ones, so I selected this clone that I made, pushed it over a little bit, because over here this was was not capped. Okay, so everything here was hollow. So I just went and just target welded those edges together, and then just did some more shaping. So just using the line tool, create the basic shape that you want. Okay, same with that. Create the basic shape, and then just mirror it over just to create that. So if I push that in, just undo that. Okay, we can now see what that looks like. Okay, same with this one. What I did, added in a few extra lines, pushed this in, take these ones, push them out a little bit, and just again just start to shape that. With this one, the one that I have here is again just this basic shape was made. Okay, just above the ear, so that shape over there was made. Okay, and then also did just half of it and just symmetried it across. Okay, and just use branches. So when you use that branches, you want to go down to polydraw and mess around with the taper, the branch taper, mess around with that, mess around with the angle a little bit, just so you can get the look that you are going for. Then just shift select the polygons that you want, shift click and drag that out, and then again go and do some more shaping, because it doesn't do always do that good of a job. You're gonna have to go and do some more shaping on that. Okay, so always good to also when you do this, like these separate hair pieces, you might want to go and use different colors. So for example, if I had maybe some of the red sticking out like that, you can easily see it, and I actually have. So just push that back a little bit, and then hit F3, select this one, and I'll push that in a little bit. Okay, here's one that needs to come out a little bit more. Okay, so as you can see, that is what it looks like. I'm not going to worry too much about that because it's getting covered up anyway. And yeah, so that is basically how you would create hair. So like I said, I did run through this very quickly because doing hair does take a lot of time to do to get it perfect. So yeah, you're gonna have to go mess around with the line tool, get the shape, refine, connect them, make sure that each vertex basically that you make, or if you want to call them anchor points like in Illustrator with the line tool, which is like I said is like your pen tool. So make sure that each one that you create can go and connect into a different one. Okay, and then apply that surface modifier, convert it to an editable poly, and then just do some shaping on it like you should know how to do by now. Okay, so that is how you would create hair. So the next thing that we're going to do is to apply some materials. Okay, and then we are officially done with the character. Okay, so I'll see you for the last lesson.